Hi, my name is Umar Qureshi और आज बिजली कड़क रही है और मन डोल रहा है because I'm sitting with the cast of बिजली मातृ की बिजली का मंडोला Imran Khan and Anushka Sharma. I can't understand the meaning of that title. You have to explain it to me. I know you explained it 100 times, but what does it mean?
It actually doesn't have a meaning.
Yeah,
it's just that the film is a story of these three characters, Matru, Bijli and Mandola, Pankaj Kapoor's character. And it's just about their relationship with one another. And so that's why Matru ki Bijli ka Mandola. In fact, Vishal Bhardwaj was like cracking a joke saying that I can't keep the name of the film Matru Bijli Mandola, so मैंने बीच में काकी डाल दिया.
But what's your take on that? Were you like taken aback at the title?
The first time I heard it, I had to ask, what is it? What is Matru and where is a Bijli and who is Mandola? Where is Mandola? So once it was explained to me, it's Matru, Bijli, Mandola. Then it becomes very clear. Matru ki Bijli, Mandola.
Keep the Anushka in war. People just love to make actresses fight. I call Priyanka, I call Deepika. Is there no competition? Of course there's competition. I get irritated when I get pulled into these things unnecessarily. I have absolutely no issues with anyone, Deepika or anyone. I don't need to. And I'm sure even she doesn't need to. Have you ever wondered why it's called lip lock?
The lips are locked.
No, I just wonder why is that the lip lock?
Amir also has a very dry, very deadpan sense of humor.
What about that? There's a buffalo in the movie, a pink
Gulabo.
Gulabo.
Her name is Gulabo.
What is that?
Gulabo is a very important character in the film. She shows
She
up.
had to go through a lot of screen tests.
Okay.
She shows up
tests.
she shows up at key points in the film.
Huh?
No casting couch.
She was too heavy.
I cannot comment on
She was
that.
too heavy-footed. She was too heavy.
I cannot comment on this. I mean, obviously people are wondering. She shows up at key points in the film to kind of propel the story forward. But she is there. She's a relevant part of the film.
You guys have like you're ending the year with a bang with Matru, right?
We're starting the year with a bang.
You're starting
hopefully.
the year with a bang. Last year you started the year with a bang with Ek Mein Aur Ek Tu. Also, this year was very good for you with Jab Tak Hai Jaan. Both of you got appreciated like tremendously in both these movies, you know. So what expectations of this one?
You never know what to expect, frankly. I think our hopes are extremely high because, firstly, it is a film by Vishal Bhardwaj. He's a guy who's known for consistently making quality films. So naturally, our hopes are very high. I have a lot of faith in the way that the film has turned out, from the script to what I know that we've shot on set. I think that we've actually made a good film. So I have very high hopes for this film.
Yeah, but Imran, you're this cool Bandra boy, you know, very charming, well-spoken, educated.
Thank you.
Yeah, and suddenly you transform into this, you know, rogue from the villages with this stubble. How did the transformation come about?
Toughest thing that I've had to do professionally. It's really the toughest thing that I've done. And I would be lying if I said there were not many times that I actually sat back and said, you know, can I do this? Have I made a mistake? Am I just going to make a fool of myself?
Yeah.
The thing is that the kind of support and the kind of help I got from so many people, from Vishal, who's written a script and guided me in the performance, to N.K. Sharma, my theatre teacher in Delhi. I did a 2-month workshop in Delhi with him to pick up the body language, to pick up the accent, the diction, all of that. There's just so many guys who were there to support me and to help me out all the way that I had to make it work for them, if not for me.
Thankfully, the accent didn't stay with you.
It's there. I can pull it up now if need be.
So
which
why
is
don't you say something to her in the Haryanvi accent?
भूतनी वाली चुपचाप काय बैठी है.
Say something.
हमारे साथ काम करके कैसा लगा? मजा आया?
तने कैसा लगा?
मैंने तो बहुत मजा आया.
मैंने भी.
Not bad. But your dialogue is also talk of the town, and your dip in the lake, in a very dirty lake, is also the talk of the town. How did that?
More than dirty, it was just, I was so scared. I was just so scared because I was just thinking frogs inside and like some. I'm scared of like.
Rumor was that there was a crocodile. Now we never saw it.
No, there would be. In a lake like that, there would be.
Okay, there wasn't.
Yeah.
And anyways, even if
As
it
far
was,
as we
I'm
know,
done.
yeah, maybe
I'm
it
done
was.
with it.
As far as we
It
know,
didn't
there
come to get me.
There wasn't. Yeah.
See, we don't know for a fact, Omar. But in my mind, I like to think that there was.
I think I trust my director enough to know that he will not put me in a pond with.
For authenticity, a
crocodile.
lot of people do stuff, you know.
Yeah, but the crocodile wasn't a huge part of the talab portion. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have.
Okay.
But it wasn't a huge part of the.
Imran, the last time you experimented with a completely different look, it didn't really work for you with movies like Luck and Kidnap, you know. and now suddenly like a complete transformation. So what makes you think they're going to be third time lucky?
You know, I've never bought into the idea that an audience rejects an actor in his individuality. If the film does not support you, then of course it does not work. So I don't think it's so much that people only like to see me in a certain role and they said, Imran should not do action. It is the fact that people did not like the film. Over here, I feel very confident about the film. And I think that the kind of people that I've got the chance to work with, the kind of people who are supporting me all the way through, from my director to my co-stars, I don't see how we can go wrong.
Yeah, but I want to ask both of you this question. Like, Vishal's movies are mostly extremely dark and intense, you know, and this seems very different from that. Was it too much of a departure from a director's DNA?
I don't think so, because he has a great sense of humor, and his sense of humor is very much in tune with what he's done in the film.
It's another aspect of his personality, you know, humor.
He's
and he's very sarcastic and wicked, sense
the
of
dark humor. Okay.
No, it's
not dark as much as it is wicked.
Okay.
He likes straight-faced jokes. He likes to crack jokes where people may or may not get them.
Okay, so he talks about grasshoppers and stuff.
No, that'll be me.
Yeah,
I think it's just this one is an extension of that, you know, aspect of his personality. And also, I think dark is a very subjective thing. I mean, what may be dark to you may not be dark to me. And I'd have never found these films to be dark. I think they're in that sort of grey zone.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like pretty and nor is it like scaring you or scarring you once you walk out of the theatre.
But they're controversial.
Really, are they?
Yeah.
Well, controversies sometimes just get created.
Yeah, you know, and this always really irritated me. People dig up controversy in the week of release.
Yeah.
It's always somebody who's publicity hungry, somebody who suddenly finds that moment to get offended.
Yeah, because it
This
completely
lyric has
dies
offended
after
my
that.
beliefs. Arey yaar, ab tak kahan the?
Okay.
For 2 months we're promoting a film, where are you?
And as soon as the film releases, suddenly the person's like, no one's bothered.
No one's
So
bothered. Yeah.
there are always these
true. Yeah.
publicity hungry idiots who are roaming around, and films are an easy target to latch on to.
Were you in two minds, or were you decided I want to do this at once? I heard you were in two minds. You said I want to do this.
No, not at all. I mean, when I heard the script, I was completely sold because I was laughing so hard, and I think it didn't take. I said yes instantly, and I was obviously I was dying to work with Vishal Bharadwaj.
Sexy village girl on screen, you know.
That is who she is.
Yeah.
Basically.
So
She
is
a
that
sexy
the real
I'm a
Anushka?
sexy village
Is that her?
No, that's not her
Because
at all.
she's so sophisticated otherwise, you know.
No, she's not.
No?
No, not at all.
Okay, she's one of the back
She's a
slapping.
jhelli.
She's a?
Jhelli. She's someone who will come wearing oversized sneakers, track pants, t-shirts, big sunglasses, and she'll sit like this.
Yeah, but
bhai,
today
kya
look
kar
at her. Look at her today.
So this is not her.
I have to.
I don't know who this is. I
I'm
don't.
so uncomfortable right now.
I don't recognize this
And it's
person.
not going with this, right?
Yeah, it's like she's in fancy dress. Earrings and all, I've never seen her wearing.
But you guys think this is the toughest movie you've done?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hands down. It's easily the toughest thing that I have done.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah.
How does Vishal work with people who are from cities and like well-groomed? You said like the challenge is to make you look the characters, right? How did he work with you guys?
I was amazed at the level of freedom that he gives you as an actor. I was frankly very surprised by that. I figured that since he's such a talented, experienced director and he makes films in such a particular style, and since it's a very new world for me, I thought he would micromanage my performance and say, nee, do this like this, do this like this, do this like this. But once he's given you all the materials for the character and once he knows that you understand the character, on set he sets you free.
I think initially that is actually what was scary, you know, the fact that he was just letting us be, and we were thinking, oh my God, we've never done a Vishal Bharadwaj, this sort of a film, and we're in a Vishal Bharadwaj film. So you're looking for, I mean, I was literally looking for like some spoon feeding to happen in the beginning, you know, but he just let us be. And then I asked him also, I said, sir, what am I doing? I think I'm completely screwing it up. And he said, listen, I know what I need to take out of you, and you just continue doing what you're doing. I think that's that kind of confidence that he puts in you makes you want to work harder, makes you think for yourself, which is very important. You know, you think for yourself because then you can be more spontaneous in the different world that he's created.
You've been flaunting a tattoo which says "Dekho Magar Pyar Se" all over the place. Like, what is that
I think
supposed
you get
to
it
be?
for real. Huh?
Not at all.
What is that?
Never. I'll never get a tattoo.
What is that all about?
What is that all about? It's my tattoo. It's Bijli's tattoo.
Yeah. What is?
See, Bijli as a character, you know, she's somewhat of an attention seeker, and she likes to shock people and get a reaction out of them. You know, that's just who she is. And this is just one of her her attempts at that.
But was it very challenging working with senior actors like there was Pankaj Kapoor and there was Shabana Azmi? There was, like, were you intimidated at any point?
Pankaj is a very challenging actor to work with because of the kind of command that he has over his character.
Over his craft also.
He knows his character inside out, his lines, and during takes, he often adds new things. He will come up with a live moment. He will add a line, he will add a gesture, he will add an action. And you have to be ready for that. You can't just be sitting and waiting for your cue. You have to be paying attention, you have to be plugged in. And you have to be ready to pick up what he gives you and take that forward.
But you also sang a song with him? How did that happen?
It starts with a slightly dramatic scene, it goes into a fight, and it ends up with the two of us starting to sing a song and a whole bunch of people joining in. So he sings one line, I sing one line, he sings one line, I sing one line. It goes into a jugalbandi and more people start to gather in.
And you guys share a lip lock in the film. How many retakes?
Have you ever wondered why it's called lip lock?
Your lips are locked.
No, I just wonder why is that the lip lock?
Yeah, why is it lip lock? Because
I find it damn funny, lip lock.
I think in a real
funny,
good
lip
case
lock.
it ends with a lock.
You only did one take, no?
Yeah. Yes, so good at it. No rehearsals.
Generally Vishal takes very few takes. If he gets what he wants in the first take, he doesn't do a second.
Is it very different when you're like, when the crew's not around to kiss someone, like romantically?
I have never ever asked to walk out of set. I never have. I've never told anyone that I want the whole entire crew to go and just, hope people stay there. See, I don't know.
I've made it a point to have a full camera crew whenever I kiss.
Rivalry is very common among the actresses, and especially between you and Deepika.
I have absolutely no issues with anyone, Deepika or anyone. I don't need to. And I'm sure even she doesn't need to. I think people just love to make actresses fight. You know that word, how will catfight come out? How will these words come out? Deepika, Anushka in war.
Rivalry is very common among the actresses, and especially between you and Deepika, there's a lot being spoken. You made a statement recently that I'm very choosy about the movies I do. You were quoted.
I was in no way commenting on anyone. I was responding to something that was said about me. For a few months, there were a lot of things that were being spoken about me, and it was being claimed that a source has responded from Anushka then, whereas we called the spokesperson, but the person wasn't available. So I thought that was very incorrect, because if you're claiming that you've called someone, I think the call should have been made, which it wasn't. So I was just clarifying few things that were spoken, and I was just responding to that. It in no way had any bearing on anybody else. I have absolutely no issues with anyone, Deepika or anyone. I don't need to, and I'm sure even she doesn't need to. See, the thing is, I think people just love to make actresses fight. You know that word, how will catfight come out? How will these words come out? Deepika, Anushka in war. How will you put up such like...
Cat,
and when you want Katrina to fight, you write K-A-T.
Cat fight.
Yeah, cat fight.
You know, it's like when I worked with... in fact, this is all these thoughts came to me when I was doing Jab Tak Hai Jaan. In Jab Tak Hai Jaan, me and Katrina got along really well. See, sometimes it really is about either gelling or not gelling with somebody. I may not get along with a girl, but that doesn't mean that I hate her or she's my enemy. Is there no competition? Of course, there's competition. Am I not competing with the? If I start to say that I'm my only competition, I'm being ridiculous, because, well, that's not true. I can't just be competing with myself. That means I'm trying to say that there's no one else. There are other people, and I acknowledge that. I've always been the first one when I watch a performance, and if I've liked a performance, I pick up the phone and I call actresses. I call Priyanka after I saw Barfi. I called Pariniti. I called Deepika. So I mean, I feel hurt when I'm someone who's calling all these girls, and I'm actually genuinely feeling excited by a performance. You know, the day an actor starts to look at things only in a like not observe, then I think that's when you lose yourself completely.
No, that's
I get
very
irritated
honest.
when I get pulled into these things unnecessarily.
Anyway, let's talk about Mr. Matru and Miss Bijli heading for the 100 crore club. That's a new benchmark.
Yeah, these things are not in our hands. It's so much of it is on the film that the director makes, how the audience responds to it. I think as an actor, you should not worry yourself with these things. What is in our hands is our work, our performance. Beyond that, how the film does, how people react to the film, it's not in my control, so I don't worry about it.
You've been advising Anushka to work with Amir, and she is finally doing a movie with Amir.
I think you were doing the film with AK before Matru ever came on. I was warning her.
Against doing it.
मैं देखो भाई बहुत पकाएगा.
Is it true?
I've only met him twice, but there was a really funny incident. That's like
For PK.
that was really funny. It was really funny.
We all went for the Diwali party at his house, and she had never gone to his house before. So she said, "Listen, what time are you going? Let me come with you." So I said, "Ah, chalo." So she said, "I don't know anyone there." So she, Avantika, and I, three of us, piled into the car and we drove into AK's house. And we've arrived, and we are first people there. So there's three of us. There's Amir and Kiran, and we're all sitting over there. And you know, one is
I
not
thought
a
I
lot
get
of-
lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
Then suddenly,
Suddenly, five of us are sitting there. You know, so she's got one glass of sharbat and oil, and dry fruits are being given. So she's sitting and having a sip, and Amir also has a very dry, very deadpan sense of humor. So he's sitting and he's telling us, "So tell me about your school." He's like,
Okay.
because I thought he was
she
joking.
thought he's joking.
I thought that's like, because everyone was so quiet,
Yeah.
he was making fun of small talk. You know, like when everyone's
Okay.
sitting quietly, one person says, "So," like,
Kuch
which is
bataiye.
something I would expect
Yeah,
Imran to do. Like, you know, if everyone's quiet, he'll suddenly be like, "So, what kind of shoes do you like? Do you like to wear heels or not?" So I thought that is the kind of question that he was asking. I didn't
She
think
thought
he
it was a joke.
I started laughing.
But
So
that's
she started laughing, and Amir sitting, saying, "What were your favorite subjects in
He's just
school?"
staring at me.
Then she realized he's actually wanting to know what were her favorite subjects.
I just turned to Imran and looked at him. I'm like,
Your answer to those people who say that you were a little OTT in Jab Tak Hai Jaan?
"You did?"
No, I didn't.
Nahi.
Okay. So the ones who thought I was OTT, I'll just say OMG.
I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions.
Quick fire.
Yeah. Anushka, hottest actor you worked with? Shah Rukh, Imran, Ranveer, Shahid.
For me, Shah
Yeah.
Rukh.
One Bollywood actress you envy and why? Katrina, Kareena, Deepika.
Karina, because she married the man she's in love with.
One film you wish you had done?
You know, usually I don't want to do films that someone's already done because I like them because, you know, they had performed really well. But one role that I'd like to experience is Dil Se, Manisha Koirala's role in Dil Se.
Your answer to those people who say that you were a little OTT in Jab Tak Hai Jaan? Some critics wrote that.
Did you?
No.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Nahi.
Okay. So the ones who thought I was OTT, I'll just say OMG.
Your turn. एक में और एक तू और जाने तू या जाने ना.
Nothing compares to the first film. Yeah, the first film is just so emotional. It's
The one director you want to be directed by.
Raju Hirani.
The hottest actress you worked with? Deepika, Anushka, Kareena, Genelia.
I'm gonna go with Anushka.
10 years from now, you'd like to be in the shoes of Salman, Amir, Shah Rukh, Akshay.
Depending on which day it is, sometimes you look at Amir and you say that's the way to be. Sometimes you look at Salman and you say that's the way to be. It's hard, man. I'd like one shoe of Salman's and one of Amir's.
If I was a guy, I would love to be like Salman.
I want one of
If
Salman's.
I was a guy, I would
shoes.
love to
One
have
of
his
Salman's
personality.
boots.
Like, I don't, like, you know,
Yeah,
there's this,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That
He's just
attitude of
so
his.
damn cool, man. But yeah, one Salman Khan shoe, one Amir Khan shoe.
One piece of advice you'd like to give Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor. I can't advise you, yaar.
Can I give?
Yeah.
I think he should continue doing these kind of films that he's doing. He's picking up unconventional
Yeah,
films and
he's doing very well. I don't think
and
he
they're
needs
doing
advice.
so well. I think he should continue doing that.
Yeah. You agree
Yeah,
on that?
I mean, I can't fault his life or his career.
Great. Thank you guys and looking forward to the movie. Yeah, let's all get into the mood and enjoy the movie.
He does
mood.
it really well. Actually, the whole thing he can do.
Yeah.
No, let's end with that. Let's end with that.
Yeah.
The laugh one.